Hey y'all. Damn, Nikki and her husband are back in the headlines. Let's talk about it.
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Love in this light. This God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
Yes, peace, world peace. Welcome back to Goddess Dawn Speaks. I am Goddess Dawn, the warrior baby, and I'm back with another topic, another headline, another happening, another distraction to keep it a beam. But we're going to talk about it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's urban culture, it's pop culture, it's what I do, it's what we do. We talk about these things. We get sometimes some life lessons out of some of these stories. So let's talk about what's going on with Nikki and her dude. So the headline from The Blast reads that Nicki Minaj is facing $750,000 in damages over her husband, okay, catch that, his alleged attack on security guard. All right, let's see what they're talking about. Nikki and her husband, Kenneth Petty, are being sued for $750,000, very close to a million right there, three-quarters of a million, after he allegedly attacked a security guard who was part of her team. So not just any old security guard, this is like one of her actual security people. Okay, let's get into it. At the end of January 2022, The Blast reported that Petty and Nikki were being sued for assault on a bodyguard named Thomas Wiedenmuller, who resides in Germany. Okay, so he's in Germany. So did this happen in Germany? Okay, let's keep reading. He has the rapper on the hook for battery and infliction of emotional distress. According to the documents obtained by The Blast, Wiedemuller stated that he was working as head of security for Nicki's 2019 concert in Frankfurt, Germany. Okay, well, there it is. So this was in Germany in 2019. Okay, keep these things in mind. It goes on. That was the show where a fan hopped up on stage, surpassing the bodyguards, and Nicki didn't like that. I can understand why Nikki wouldn't like that. That could actually be dangerous. But let's keep reading. The doc said the concert goer reached a security barricade dividing the audience from the stage and was able to get on stage while Minaj was performing. In obtaining access to the stage, the concert goer bypassed a female security guard stationed at the stairs leading to the stage. So this particular security guard was right at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the stage. A newly filed court doc obtained by The Blast now puts a dollar amount on the damages, and it's a shocking $753,958.51. That is a hefty amount of money. Now, they say here that Nikki was not hurt during this situation. Mind you, she was performing. It says the security guard claimed in the original filing that Nikki was unharmed, but ultimately overreacted. In quotes, the concert goer did not cause harm, nor did he damage any property during or after his limited time on stage. He simply danced on stage to the music. He did not attempt to and did not actually make any physical contact with Minaj while on stage. The security guard claims that after the show, Nikki, Kenneth, and a few people from her entourage confronted them. So not just Nikki and Kenneth, but a whole entourage came and rolled up on the security guard. Says he was uncomfortable because the group was a substantial amount of people. Okay, so this is the lead. Sounds like the security guard that the person got past ultimately was a female. That's why I was confused when I initially read this. Okay, but let's keep going. They recalled that Nikki and her crew were irate during this confrontation and screamed at the female security guard that she was a effing bitch and accused her of having put Minaj in physical danger. During the confrontation, the female security guard was in tears and apologized to Minaj. But it don't end here, y'all. Keep listening. Now, they noted that the security guard did not bow down to the child. Says although she apologized, Nicky wasn't happy and insisted on another apology. But this time she pulled her phone out to record it. Damn. She pushed the security guard to tell Minaj's fans via the recording that she failed to do her job and put Minaj in danger. So she wanted this on video. And why do you think she did that? To maybe embarrass her at a later date and play it for the millions of fans that follow her on social media? Or for proof for any type of lawsuit that may come, because it sounds like she gonna need it. It says Nicky then pulled her shoes off and threw them at the security guard but missed. For Wiedemuller, the assault took place when he was summoned backstage by Petty. Okay, so we haven't even gotten to Wiedemuller, who is actually the person suing. We haven't even gotten to his story. This is all happening to the female security guard who was at the bottom of the stairs to the stage. Nicky threw her shoes at this woman. Didn't she throw her shoes at Cardi? Anyway, it sounds to me like Nicky likes throwing her shoes at people. Even though she missed. She needs some more practice. For Wiedemuller, the assault took place when he was summoned backstage by Petty, who then approached him with two other bodyguards. And he and Nicky proceeded to yell insults at him and accused him of being in some kind of entanglement with the female bodyguard, which he denies. Okay, so because the lead security, Wiedemuller, obviously he didn't back down. So he must have stood up for his employee or his whole staff, saying, you know, we did our best and you didn't get hurt, so chill. So then they turned around and accused this guy of messing around with this female bodyguard child. It says, in quotes, without warning, Petty punched Wiedemuller from the side and made contact with the right side of his face. Okay, so now here comes the husband punching this dude in the side of his face. Wow. Which ultimately landed Wiedemuller in the hospital, y'all. The security guard claims that he spent 10 long and painful days in the hospital after feeling immediate extreme pain after Petty struck his first blow. First blow. So that means he was hit more than one time. He stepped aside to get away, but he was also disoriented. After 2 or 3 minutes and under the belief that his jaw was broken, Wiedemuller turned the corner again, returning to the location where Petty hit him. The police were then called and an investigation was launched. Here we are, $750,000 later. And this was in 2019. So he thought his jaw was broken, so he was in severe pain. Now, keep in mind, this is Germany. Wiedemuller, I'm pretty sure, is German, obviously, and he's, you know, I'm sure he's not used to being talked to like this by some black folk. I'm pretty sure as lead security of this huge security company that has gotten a contract to work this concert, he is probably not the type of guy who's used to getting talked to like this, especially from melanated people. I'm just saying. Doesn't sound like he fought back. Again, there was an entourage of them, not just Nicky and Kenneth. So he was attacked, what he describes as a mob, and ultimately sent to the hospital. Now, Nicky threw her shoes, but she missed. But that's going to cost her if this person wins their suit. Now, I always say to shoot high and far when you are negotiating, because you always want to leave room for that counter. There's always going to be a counter. So we don't know what this result will be. Now, I'm confused as to why this is not criminal. I don't know in 2019 if Kenneth Petty was supposed to be in Germany. How long has he been on restrictive, travel and whatnot? Hasn't he been on ankle monitor as well? Do I need to look this up? Let me see. He was sentenced to in-home, yep, in 2019. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, sentenced to in-home detention for failure to register as a sex offender. In November of 2019, during a traffic stop, law enforcement discovered that Petty had yet to register as a sex offender in California after he moved to the state from New York, according to his booking sheet. Okay, so he was indicted in March of 2020. Okay, so when was this concert? So this situation might be a little stickier than it appears. I don't know why Nikki chose this man. She could have gotten so many other great partners. Maybe she still loved this man. I guess, they had an earlier relationship from Safari to this guy. Well, actually, no, Meek Mill was in there too. She went from Safari to Meek Mill to this guy. Girl, it actually saddens me. It makes me feel like she doesn't love herself. Nikki, come on, Nikki. We're rooting for you, Nikki. We are rooting for you. We are rooting for you and your $750,000, child. Wish you the best. All right, y'all, I'm out. Till next time, bye.